Here we go. Feet together and salute. Disciples position and formal salute. Chi awakening exercises. Feet shoulder width apart. Hands to the dantian. Inhale, reach up, connect with heaven. And exhale, gather energy into the lower belly. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, gather. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more times. And 1 more time. Okay, rooting. Send your tree roots down into the earth. Inhale, draw the earth's energy up into the body. And exhale down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more times. And 1 more time. And fusing heaven and earth in the lower dantian. Ready, inhale. Expand. Exhale as if forming a golden egg of light around the body. Inhale, heaven and earth come into the lower belly. Expand like an orb of light. Exhale, surrounds you like a globe. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more times. And 1 more time. And relax it down. Okay, hands up and circle your wrists. Switch. And elbows, circle. And switch. Okay, shoulders rolling back. And then rolling forth. Okay, step the right foot out, left hand behind, big circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Reverse directions, ready, E, R, Sun, S, whoop, and other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Switch directions, E, R, Sun, S, whoop. Okay, step it in, shoulder width. And here we go, circle the neck. Switching at the top. And last time, bring the chin down and relax. Okay, twist the body side to side, warming up the waist and the spine. All right, hands to the hips. Circle that upper body. And switch other way. All right, feet together. And here we go. Swivel the hips. And reverse. Okay, take it down to the knees and circle. And stretch. And bring it back up. Reverse directions. And stretch. Tuck the butt under and stack the spine up. Okay, right foot back and circle the ankle. Switch. And other side. Reverse. And relax. Pulling down the heavens 3 times using a ha sound to clear. Inhale. Oh. Oh. Once more. Oh. Rest in the Wuji posture, practicing mindfulness of the body, the breath, and the mind. Take this moment to become present. And then moving into the master's sequence, palms up, we inhale up the center. Exhale with the he sound, clearing the triple warmer. All the way down. Inhale. And once more. Step out slightly, moving into the lungs. We're going to inhale and peel back. Puff up your lungs. Exhale, keep them stretched open. Inhale, puff it up more. And then exhale, round forward. And inhale, puff up the back of the lungs. Exhale, keeping it rounded. Inhale, puff it up more. And then exhale, release down. And warrior draws the bow, coming up on your right. Turn the stance and pull back the bow. Other side, inhale. And one more set. Other side. And relax. Step in slightly. This descends on the mountain. Inhale, visualize the lungs fill with a white light. Exhale, descend it down to surround your kidneys and your lower dantian. Inhale, fill the lungs with white qi. Exhale, fills the kidneys and the lower dantian. One more time. Okay, hands on the kidneys and kidney breathing. Inhale and inflate your lower back. And exhale, relax. On the inhale, visualizing a deep blue light filling the kidneys. Exhale, see them glow brighter and brighter. One more time. And then on the exhale, fold forward. And take the right hand over to the left ankle. Inhale, twist up. Exhale, switch. Left hand to right ankle. Inhale, twist up. Exhale, switch. One more set. And then reaching into the earth. Inhale, gathering energy. Pulling it up the yin channels. Wrap the belt. And exhale, send it into the kidneys. Hold on the out breath. Reach down into the earth. Inhale, gather energy. Exhale, send it in. One more set. Reaching into the earth. Inhale, pull it up. And exhale. Okay, dragon stretches claws, stepping out. Starting with your right hand, inhale. Turn to the left, press. Inhale back, relaxing the face, relax the body, stretch. Dragon soars in the sky, spread your wings. And then take one knee down, same hand, and twist. Breathing into the solar plexus area. Inhaling up. Stretch, and other side. And bring it up. Inhale. Dragon beats the drum and strike down. 2. One more time. Stay in your stance. Phoenix spreads wings. And bring it down to the heart. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, leading with your pinkies. And exhale down into the heart. Okay, coming down, press the thighs. Turn to your left, arch the heart up. Back to center, tuck the butt, stack the spine all the way up. Bring your feet in fist distance apart. And either place the hands on the back or clasp the hands in the back. Lift up all the musculature of your legs. Tuck the butt under and firm your lower belly. Lifting the pelvic floor. Lift the heart up. And exhale, drop the head and arms back. Ha sound. Ha. Vibrating the heart. Clearing any constrictions in the heart organ or this heart chakra region. Stack the spine up. Release the hands. Pull forward, palms face the floor. Ha sound. Use the ha sound to drain out through the arms. And relax. Tuck the butt under. Interlace your hands. Bring it all the way up. Exhale, twist one side. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist opposite side. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Twist. Center. Let's do one extra for the spleen today. And exhaling through the mouth. And drop it down. Step out. Easy horse stance. Holding the ball at the lower dantian. Visualize a beautiful pearl spinning in the lower dantian. Imagining the luminous energy that you've brought into each of these 5 organs is being spiraled together as if this pearl was exerting a type of gravity. It draws the elemental energy of these 5 elements into it, fuses them into one energy. Smile from the pearl down through your tree roots into the earth. Feel the yin energy of the earth, the great yin, flowing up and into the pearl. From the pearl, smile up into the heavens. Feel the great yang energy of heaven flow down and into the pearl. On your inhale, focus on drawing the energy in, allowing it to flow into the pearl. On the exhale, feel and imagine it fusing and spiraling together. And then gather your hands in, gathering up any surplus chi, placing the hands on the body. Release and pulling down heavens, first gathering earth, palms down, then palms up, gathering heaven. Palm over palm, smooth down the central channel. And seal, tying the drawstring. Inhale earth and heaven. Smooth it down. And seal the chi. One more time, inhale. And smooth it down. And seal the chi. Rub the palms. And wash the face. Comb back the hair. And stroke down the beard. And I don't wanna. And you're done. Take a 1-minute break. All right, so we are back in our Kung Fu class. We're working our way through the form known as small circular fist. And so let's begin our warm-up process and our exercises related to the movements of this form. So from here, we're gonna start with feet together. We're gonna do split bamboo, starting with our traditional temple exercises. So the palms come to the heart, they pierce forward, spread out, and have those fingers up. When you have the fingers up, you'll feel this stretch in the fascia of your arms. And then imagine that stretch, like a rubber band, brings you back together, and then the hands come back to like a ready position. Then you get to pierce forward again, come out, stretch, straight back, and back. Pierce forward, stretch, back. One more time, pierce forward, stretch, back. Okay, with a little bit of quickness and alacrity to get the body warmed up. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, now doing it with the lunging step. So from here, let's do just the step. I'm going to take my left foot forward into the lunge, and I'm going to step right up. Then I take the same left foot that I stepped forward with back in a lunge, and then I step right back. Then same thing on the other side. The right foot comes forward in a lunge. I come up. The right foot comes back in a lunge. And I come back. Let's do that once again. Left forward. Step. Left back. And back. Right forward. Step. Right back. And back. Okay, combining that with the hands, it goes lunge, pierce. Step up, split. Now my left foot goes back. And my right foot. So right foot pierce, left foot up, split, right foot back, and left foot back. So you can kind of think of it like the starting foot is always lunging. My left foot lunges up, and then my left foot lunges back. My right foot lunges up, and then my right foot lunges back. So let's try it for a couple rounds. We'll do this at a moderate tempo just to keep us learning. So here we go. Left foot, right foot, right foot, left foot, left foot, right foot, right foot, left foot, left foot, right foot, right foot. One more time, left, left, right. Okay, standing shoulder width and chopping the wooden post behind you. So from here, you're going to twist to one side and then immediately turn and hit the other side. And that is a count of 1. So let's do the first set, moderate pace. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, then you're going to switch directions. So then we're going to go left, right. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and back. That should make you a little dizzy. So the next one is to refute that dizziness. It's slapping backwards, opening the channels up into your head. Here we go. Sit down and hit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good, coming up. Let's do straight knee raises. So just placing hand on top of hand, you just pick up your leg and hit them. So here we go, starting with your right leg, and 1, 2, toes pointed down, we'll get your knee up higher, 4, and 5. Okay, then we're gonna do the crane blocking. So the knee comes up and then this time the foot covers your opposite knee. And you're gonna reach down and hit with your hand, helping to warm up this whole hip complex. So starting, with your left leg. Here we go, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good, then same thing, kicking your own butt, and you're gonna hit the outside of the ankle. Here we go, starting left, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good, then crossing over, we're gonna take our right foot out, left arm goes up, and then you swing, hit the inside of that left foot as it comes behind you. Then you step to the other side, right hand goes up, swing, and hit. Step, and go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Okay, from here, we're gonna do straight leg raise, and we're gonna do just a swing of the legs. So if you need to, you can feel free to hold on to something. Rather than a kick, when we do a leg swing, so you could even get like a martial arts staff or something like that, because we're gonna want to get this thing as loose and limber as possible. So if you're not hanging on to something, then you're welcome to just swing the leg. But we have done in some of the Qigong classes, we've done this one where we're kind of swinging this across laterally. That's not the Qigong that we're gonna do. We're gonna try to get the leg to swing up to warm up these hamstrings for our straight front kicks. So I'm gonna use my prop because I really wanna get swingy with it. You use whatever you got. And here we go. So the right leg is gonna swing through. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, and then you go to the other side. Left leg, and here it goes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, just getting it warmed up, opened up. And if you do this for a while, you can tell, like me, I can actually feel this other hand always wants to go opposite, and it starts to show you, as we've been learning in our Kung Fu forms, the hands are always moving in ways that they're either doing something important or they're training the body how to move with greater power. So you'll see early in this form, we have this move where the hands come down while the knee is coming up. And this is very similar to what the body naturally does when it wants to raise that knee, when it wants to raise this front kick, it'll swing the other hand back so that you can get these full kicks. So natural movement, we're studying natural movement. All right, so now we'll train our straight leg raise with the hands. So arms to the side, and let's do the slight whirling arm variation. So the left hand's gonna come up, my right foot is back. My left hand comes up, my right hand is gonna hit the hand, and then keeping my hands there, or split them if you are not that warmed up today, you're gonna bring up and kick your own hands. Or again, if your hamstring, my hamstring is a little tight this morning, you can actually whack the foot a little bit, but you wanna try to get the foot up and kicking the hands if possible. So it goes left, right, kick. Okay, here we go, 5 times. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. I already did an extra one, so you do 5. Good, switch. And here we go. Now it's gonna go right. Left hand hits the right. Bring the leg up and kick. Right, left, kick. 3, 4, and 5. Good. All right, so now we're going to work just for your alacrity's sake on the jumping front kick. So we're not actually kicking yet. We're still doing tempo exercises. We're swinging these legs through, but just to get your body coordinated in space, we're going to do this jumping front kick. So jumping front kick does have its applications. Oftentimes, this is, especially if you've already kicked a person with this back kick, what would happen is you pick this thing up and it looks to their brain like the same kick that they've been looking for, but instead of doing that, you jump up and kick them with the one in front. So it's an interesting little tactic, but in terms of just your alacrity, this is just teaching you to be able to change and bounce on your feet in any old direction and express your human body fully. So we're going to practice this with the legs, and then we'll practice it with the arms. And we already learned this in the jump knee that's earlier in this form. So starting with just the knees, this right knee comes up behind, right? So I was in a stance with my right leg behind. Right knee comes up, and then I simply stand on the air, and I jump that left knee up, and then you come back. So the right knee comes up, stand on the air, left knee comes up, and then scoot yourself back. Right knee, jump left, scoot back. Right knee, jump left, scoot back. Right knee, jump left, scoot back. One more time. Right, jump, scoot. Okay, let's do that on the other side. So the left knee stands on the air, the right knee jumps up, and then scoot yourself back. Left, jump, scoot. Left, jump right, scoot. And left, jump right, scoot. Good. All right, so now with the kick, all you're gonna do is that same thing, but now you're gonna let the leg come forward. So I'll put my hands up just because out of habit. So this knee comes up, and then I'm gonna jump and kick with this front leg. So the back knee comes up, jump, and kick with the front leg. Let's give it a try. You don't have to have a lot of forward momentum or power in this kick. We're just getting coordination. So let's go for 2, 3, 4, and then you can start to put it together all at once. 5. Okay, and then the other side. So knee comes up, jump, and kick. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so this is some basics on this front kick. We're just getting the coordination and the alacrity, which is a prerequisite to be able to use this with any power or efficiency. So we already talked about why you might use this kick for fakery with your chess game, with your martial arts chess game, which was that I've already blasted this person with that kick, and then I show them this rear leg and kick them with the front leg. So this front leg, sometimes it's a snap. It's this snapping kick. Other times it's a pushing kick. And then sometimes it's a little bit of both. So just for you who are a little more advanced, you want to think of that. But the other reason that you'll do this kick, there are 2 others that I know of. One is you can actually cover distance with it. So as we learned about the flying Thai knee, you can bring that thing and you actually fly across the room with it. But in the northern Shaolin, long fist, they were really concerned about being over here, kicking that guy over there, right? I can't kick him with this one. I can't kick him with that one. I can't kick him with that one. So they're using this jump to cover distance. And then the last one is actually you're using gravity to make your kick a little stronger. So you've leapt yourself up, and then as gravity takes you down, you take some of that force and you direct it through your forward leg, and you get that downward force whoosh, moving into the target. So that's actually coming up, and then you use the downward momentum of your center of gravity to go right into the target. So just some ideas about where this kick comes from martially. But for today, we're just doing it yogically. So for the yogic, let's do a little brain teaser. And this is going to be, we'll use these hands as well to get our shoulders warmed up, our brains warmed up, our legs warmed up all at the same time. So just like we did before, my right leg is back, my hands are out. And last time we did swing the left, swing the right, and kick. So now, to do this jumping kick, we're actually going to take a few steps. So this is going to be, if you start with your right foot back, it's going to be a jump off the left and a kick with the right. And here's how it goes. The right hand's going to clear as you step. The left hand comes up with the left knee. I'm thinking, wasn't there like a Backstreet Boys video where they were like marionettes or something like that? Anyway, that's you now. And then you hit it to pull yourself up in the jump, and you kick, hitting your own hands. So a lot of steps if you're new, old news if you're old, just keep doing those push-ups. But let's walk it through. So we go clear, step, clear, lift, hit, jump, kick. Try it again. Clear, step, clear, lift. So you're going to hit to pick yourself up, and then the foot whoosh, comes out on your way down. So you go up and down, and then back. Try it again. Clear step, clear lift, jump, hit, and back. Let's see if you got it. We'll do two more of these. So clear step, clear lift, jump, kick. And if you can start to put it together like that, you'll feel the lift of the matter. So one more, clear, clear, jump, kick, and back. Okay, if you didn't get it, this video will be up on YouTube later. You can try it then. Let's try the other side though. This is the side that isn't in any of our forms, so we'll see if I'm even capable of it. So the left foot's gonna clear step. The right foot comes up as a marionette. Hit your own hand, jump, kick, and back. So the left foot, clear, step. The right foot, marionette your knee, jump up, kick, back. Starting with my left foot back, clear, step, marionette, hit, kick, and back. Clear and step left, raise the right knee, hit, kick, and back. Okay, see if you can put it all together. Try one more time. And pull down the heavens. All the way down. All right, what time we got? We're getting closer, you guys. We're getting closer. Okay, from here, let's get a stretch in. So you should be moderately warmed up. We're gonna stretch the body out. So come on down to the floor. And we'll take a wide leg stretch. So if you can't get into this wide leg stretch for whatever reason, because sometimes if you haven't stretched much, you're right here and your body's trying to throw you back, just put your hands behind you, sit up nice and tall. You'll get a nice stretch on these meridians. If you are in this wide leg stretch, you can stretch it forward. You can put your chest all the way on the ground. I can't this morning, but you might be able to. And relax. Breathe into that Dantian center as if you could nourish the pearl of energy that we created earlier. Okay, stack it up and then turn toward one leg and stretch. Head up, turn toward the opposite leg and stretch. Turn to the front. See if you can open up a little bit wider and then stretch forward once again. Stack up. And then you're going to take your left elbow inside your left thigh. Take the right arm up toward the sky. If that's too easy and you can keep your heart opening, you can also reach all the way over. You could even grab your own foot. Other side. Okay, bring it up. And use your hands to scoot some slack into your legs. And then bring it in. Throw a little tantrum. And then peel the buttock flesh back, exposing your sit bones, and stretch forward. Okay, stack it up. And we're going to stretch the quad by sitting in this like thunderbolt pose. So one leg is tucked back, the other leg is just in repose here, and then this can let you come back onto your hands. You'll start to feel a stretch in the front of this quad. And then if you can do it without overarching your back, you might come down to your elbows. And some of you might come all the way down, but again, don't overarch your back. Your tailbone should stay tucked under. And stack it up. Right. Twist into the thunderbolt and recline. And bring it up. Okay, one more. Lie onto your back. Feet about the width of your shoulders. And then from here on the exhale, you're going to drop them to one side, knees, and then drop your knees to the other side. One more set. And relax. All right, we're going to take a quick break. Don't let your body cool down too much. We're going to keep moving for the rest of class when we get into our forms. So keep stretching or do some push-ups or jog around, and we'll be back in about 1 minute. So we're continuing with our form small circular fist. In our last episode, our young heroes had just learned to do all these cool kicks and kicks and kicks. And so we're going to review that section and go on to the next section. So let's take our kicks first. And this is a great little sequence of kicks, again, for your alacrity primarily. So if you take your stance with your left foot forward, and this is a kind of the classic, the orthodox stance in boxing. In Kung Fu, they do all sorts of different stances forward and learn to switch it. But this is a stance that you might see if you were doing this for sport. Oftentimes people will train in one stance, and the most popular one is the left foot forward. So for now, we'll do this kind of tactical style without the fancy arm work, and then we'll get into the fancy arm work. So from here, with hands up, the front leg is called the teep kick. So I pull it up and then I push the person away with my kick. Let's try that a couple times. So I push with my kick, I push with my kick, and I push with my kick. Okay, so just a little pep talk for you on this, the idea of this teep kick. The cool thing about a teep kick is that it's actually, you can jab a person with this and kind of stutter them a little bit. These can hurt a person, but one of the ways that this kick is used is actually to create distance between another person and yourself. And so I want to give you these various intentions because Shaolin is considered to be a non-violent system of self-defense. So one idea is that it's self-defense. So we're not going out and looking to fight people with our Shaolin Kung Fu. I mean, of course, some people do. They like that philosophy for some reason. But this is actually a Buddhist martial art, so technically that's not allowed. But the second thing is we are taught in this type of training that it's permissible to defend yourself and especially to defend others who are weaker. But the thing you need to know is that if you train with thoughts of violence in your mind, if you train of thinking about the deadliest way that you can use these moves, then the unfortunate thing is should you have to defend yourself or another, your body is primed to use extreme force on them in a way that actually hurts them more than is necessary. So the cool thing, cool thing about the repertoire of Shaolin Kung Fu is that there are techniques by which you can cause serious bodily harm. And that is for when someone is trying to cause serious bodily harm to another and there's no other way to stop them. But most of the techniques, they have there's actually a scale. You can scale them up or scale them down. And so you split the dichotomy between, well, do I be violent and defend myself, or do I be non-violent and get attacked? That's actually a false dichotomy. This is a fool's choice that you've been given by the controller egos, mostly our own lizard brain, who's wired for division. So with this teep kick that we're doing, I want you to think today mostly about pushing someone away. So someone has encroached on your space and you're not so much trying to blast at them or something like that. You're making space so you can tell them, hey, think about your behavior here for a second, and you get a chance to think about your own behavior in terms of what application you are going to apply next. So it gives you a little space, a little bit of breathing room. So let's try this kick a couple times. Push, and then down. Here it goes. Push, push, and push, push, and push, push, and push, push. So you can see the hip thrust is really what makes this kick happen. Okay, then the second kick in the series is a push kick from the rear, and this one comes through. So the knee comes up, and then you thrust the hips through. And the same thing with this kick. Now this one is likely to damage a person more, and it's kind of like if they didn't listen to you, you pushed them away and said, hey, think about your life, bro. But this is also one that you're not thinking necessarily about hurting a person, you're thinking about protection, the protective use of force versus the punitive use of force. And so as this rear kick comes through, you can also think about mobilizing a person away from you in space. We're using these things. Often this kick, if we were together, we could have drills. This kick is often used if you have taken space and a person continues to encroach. This is where you'll use this because they're already off balance to send them across the room. So let's give it a try. We go here and then thrust through, and for now, we'll just step it right back. So we go thrust through, step it back, push away, and step it back, push away, and step it back, push away, and step it back, and one more time, push away, and step it back. Okay, so these are two kinds of push kick. You've got a lead leg push kick, and you've got a rear leg push kick. And then from the rear leg push kick, we're gonna do the spinning back kick. So let's start by warming up our side kicks like we did before. So traditional side kick, your knee is gonna come up. So I'll take my right knee, you can do the same side or mirror knee, whatever works for you. So my right knee comes up, and then I have to pivot off my bottom foot so that like my butt actually sticks out a little bit. And then I have this whole hamstring and glute muscle to thrust that kick through with. So it goes knee up, pivot the standing foot, thrust out and down. If you're new to this, just like we did before, you could take your whatever you were holding on to, and this actually makes it so you can go knee up, pivot, thrust without any sense of wobbling. And sometimes even if you're an old hand at this, old hand, I think those are both expressions, you can use something to hang on to because it's actually harder to do this in midair without a target to hit. So you can use that to keep you less wobbly while you're really focusing on the technicality. So let's try this 3 more times. So the right knee is going to come up. You pivot the standing leg, you thrust out, and then you can bring it right back down. Again, up, pivot, thrust, and then putting them all together, it goes pivot, thrust, and down. Okay, other side to warm up that left leg. So the left knee comes up, I pivot the standing leg. This has cocked my glute, and I bring it all the way up. So up, pivot, thrust, and then you can sort of put that pivot and the thrust together, up and thrust, and again up, thrust, and one more time, thrust. Okay, so this side kick we won't review in depth today because we've done it in other classes, but this can also be used like these previous 2 kicks. The push kick from the front leg, the push kick from the back leg. This we just did was a lead leg side kick, and this can also be used to pick back off, homie, back off. So it's a long range tool to keep you safe or to keep another safe by keeping a person at a distance. Okay, so now this spinning back kick, which is like a side kick, is slightly different. And what you're doing in this one, in the form, at this point, if you're a beginner, this is just to train you in alacrity. It's to train you in how to be fully in your body. And for the Shaolin yogis, if you could be spinning your body and jumping around, they felt that that was developing your soul as well. They felt it was developing your subtle energy body, which is made out of sensations. So the more sensations you can track and balance, the more developed that inner being is. So that's all you're practicing for if you're beginning, and still practicing it if you're advanced. But then advanced students, this you should know is kicking a person in the liver, or I think with this left foot, it's kicking them in their spleen. And so what happens is as you spin, here's that same side kick position with my glute cocked, and it goes right here.
or in this case, it's actually going right here. And the idea, again, in non-violent Kung Fu, is that you're trying to knock the person out, but this time by pain. So if you hit a person in the liver, it's so painful. You can watch footage of this if you're into watching pain, I guess, from mixed martial arts. They get hit in the liver, and then the person just falls down. And that is a great way to not have to harm a person further, and to get them to stop harassing someone with physical violence if necessary. So this is advanced techniques, and you'll notice in the Shaolin Kung Fu, the more advanced the more dangerous a technique is, it's put in the advanced category, right? So you could hurt a person with this one more than you could hurt a person with the other ones, and that means you have to have not only physical dexterity, but you have to have ethical dexterity in order to be able to use it. So let's see it in the form. So what's going to happen is you'll have finished this right thrust kick. So you just put your right leg up in the air, and then you're going to turn your toes in so your feet make like this triangle. That allows you to turn around and pick up your what used to be your rear foot, and then you're going to thrust it around. That's complicated. Let's just do the drill for this one to start. So put your left foot forward, and to drill this, you turn your whole stance to the other side. Now I pick up my front foot, and I'm going to thrust it back. Okay, pretty easy. Let's do it again. Left foot forward. So I turn. Now my right foot picks up, thrust it back behind me. Sure, I could do it from this angle. So you can make a drill out of this however you like. So left foot forward, I turn. The right foot picks up, thrusts behind you, and you can come down. Okay, let's try it again. Left foot forward, wherever you are. Turn. Right foot up. Thrust out and down. Let's try it on the right. So here we go. The right foot's forward. You turn your whole stance around. Then my front foot, which is now my left, picks up. I turn and look as I thrust that foot out, and I come down. So my right foot's forward. Turn. Pick up the left. Turn, look. And thrust it out. Again, the right foot forward, turn, pick up the left, look, and thrust. And one more time, right foot forward, turn, pick up, and thrust. Okay, so let's learn it in the sequence. So in our form, it goes left, then right, and here's where I turn. I get this guy turning, pick this one up, thrust, and for now you can just come down. So once again, have your left foot forward, you're gonna pick it up, kick, rear leg kick, turn, thrust kick, and down. A couple more times, get the body used to it. So lead leg kick, rear leg kick, turn, thrust kick, and down. Lead leg kick, whoosh, rear leg kick, whoosh, turn, thrust, kick, and down. Okay, and at the end of this, we'll do this a few more rounds. At the end of this, if you can, kick and then swing yourself back around, then this is going to set you up for your next move. So just to show you that again, I had turned to the thrust kick, and then I just let that swing myself around. Now you intermediate students, beware that by swinging yourself around, you don't turn this into a spinning kick, because it's not, it's a thrusting kick that then spins you back around as you pull it in. So let's do this with our hands. If this is confusing to you, go back and watch the previous videos where all is explained. So from here, I'll face you. So from here, we have this wrathful posture. We turn the wheel clockwise. We came through the center, and up came that front kick. And we cleared, up came that rear kick. We stepped, the left hand comes out, the left foot comes out, and then swing yourself all the way back. Again. Big wrathful posture, big turn of the wheel, in through the center, front knee comes up, you kick out. Clear, clear, kick, turn, lift, kick, and swing. All right, so if you weren't here in those previous weeks and you're like, what are my hands doing? Just do the feets. Just do the feets, y'all. All right, just keep myself active here, figuring out what time is it. All right, a couple more times, here we go. So you throw, big throw, picks up the foot, kick, clear, hammer down, kick, step, kick, and swing back. All right, from another angle, big throw, big turn, through the center, and kick. Clear with the left, clear with the right, kick, step down, hit out, and all the way back. One more time, I'll do from a different angle. Ready, turn the big circle. In, up, kick, clear it, kick it, turn it, kick it, and back. All right, well done, Heavens. Good, so the next set is going to follow after that. And just to remind you, what I think this is code for is actually, of course, a very cool combination. So the combination is teep. When that pushes them back, you kick them with the second one. This is good for competition. And then when that pushes them back, you turn and thrust into that one. Because what's happening is they back up from the first one, they back up from the second one, but the third one really comes through and encroaches on their space rather quickly. So we're learning to manage time and space, become a master of time and space, as my friend Singh says. So yeah. Then I also personally believe that this is training you in, that when we do it as a drill, it's the multi-kicks, the varied kick combinations drill. So that means you should be able to do this thrust, kick, thrust, kick, thrust, kick. But then you should also be able to pick any three kicks, like let's say lead leg side kick, spinning back kick, rear roundhouse kick, or rear roundhouse kick, lead leg hook kick, oblique kick, or anything like that. And your body will start to get used to 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, whatever kind of combinations you want to put in it. So it's basically, it's teaching you, if you can do this, 1, 2, 3, then you have that sort of flexible thinking and movement that can start to string together these kicks. So that's your homework in the off time, is just to take any kicks that you know. Okay, it might just, if you're a beginner, just do these 3, and just start to string them together. Like, oh, what's a kick that I know? Well, we learned that jumping front kick today. Okay, what's another kick that I know? Oh, we learned a side kick today. All right, what's another kick that I know? Well, when I was in Taekwondo, I learned an axe kick. Okay, cool. Well, I guess it's going to be jumping front kick, into side kick, into axe kick. And you can practice these drills, and you're just getting the body used to moving in these fluid ways, all sorts of different random patterns. All right, so the next piece in the drill is going to train us some really cool footwork training. One of the places where this is useful is if a person is attacking you with a long or short weapon. So a long weapon example is this stick, and one of the attacks, so we'll attack you to the head, we'll attack you to the legs, we'll attack you to the head, to the legs, attack here, all of these different X's and O's. Look, oh, kisses, X's and O's, kisses and hugs. All right, so this footwork tactic that we're going to do is actually great for when they sweep at your legs. This is a tactic that they'll use in Filipino martial arts. So from this one, when the swing comes at the leg, you're going to hang the leg back. So you're going to hang the leg back. And I like to throw this hand out forward because the technique for that is that you're jabbing the person in the eyeball as they get back. Again, not punitively. You're not trying to punish them. Maybe they need to be a little punished. But mostly if a person is grabbing their eyeball, they'll stop attacking you or another with a stick. This is a very good thing. So let's work this stance for a moment. So your right leg is forward. And from here, all you're gonna do is you hang that leg back and then go ahead and reach out with your lead hand as if you could just obstruct their vision. Okay, and for now, we'll just bring this right back. So it swings back and back, swings back and back, swings back and back, swings back and back, and swings back and back. Okay, other side. So this foot, and if you're a Kung Fu aficionado, you'll notice you're coming into a cross stance. Cross stance, but you're hanging in the cross stance. You're not sinking way down. So from the left foot forward, I believe, yes, we swing and poke. Swing and poke. Swing and poke. Swing and poke. And swing and poke. All right, so you can practice this at home in your shadow boxing. So you're moving around, you're jabbing, you're crossing, and you can imagine a kick came toward this leg, or a stick or a knife came toward this leg, and you pull it back, right? And then your choice, is it then a moment to advance forward after that? Or what's gonna happen now is pulling back, if it's time to go backward, then you just shift into the fighting stance on the other side. So with my left leg forward, let's try this. So I shift back, and then all I'm gonna do is turn this front foot, and I'm in my fighting stance on the opposite side. Okay, then my right foot can shift back, fighting stance on this side. So use your space however you can, but it's step, turn, step, turn. Maybe I'll just turn around. Step, turn, step, turn, turning around. Step, turn, step, turn. Okay, and this one is really nice because this is defensive footwork. So the theme today is nonviolent self-defense. And of course, poking in the eye might seem violent. Don't do it to your cousin. But if someone's swinging a stick at you, it's much less violent than what you might otherwise have to do to disarm their stick attack, right? Because you're trying to protect yourself and you're also trying to protect the other person. So this rearward moving tactic is that they've advanced aggressively and you're taking yourself out of harm's way by moving backwards. And it's just giving you the ability in your feet to do this Michael Jackson fighting, or I don't know who's a popular dancer these days who does fancy moves like that, but it's giving you that ability in your body so that if you have to avoid something, you actually have the capacity built in automatically, these animal instincts in your muscles that we come factory equipped with, but sometimes we lose in the humanizing process. So you have this, again, in your shadow boxing, you're practicing your cheap kick, you're practicing various punches, and then you swing back. And then if you wanted to, it would be swing back, turn, and then maybe you're working on this side, swing back, and you got your vaulting kicks, and then hang the leg back, and etc. So you can start to throw this in. We'll do it now in the traditional drill, which involves some other attributes that we don't have time to do today, and work better with a partner to train it with. But the attribute that we're going to use this for is to train the coordination of your skeleton and your fascia. Coordination of your skeleton and fascia, common theme throughout all of these Kung Fu forms. So what's going to happen, let's just start with the left foot forward. Could be either leg forward. In this case, what's going to happen is as you step back into the cross stance, you're going to block down with this hand. This other one is chambered at your hip. So you're blocking down. And then as you turn out, you pull this to your hip and you punch, and you're in the horse stance. So there's stacking functions in Kung Fu here, is that they're training the strength of your legs while they're training you in this footwork. So from the other side, let's try this with our right foot forward because it happens both sides. So as my right foot swings back, I block down, then I turn into the horse stance, and I punch. Okay, same thing with the left foot forward. I think I'm gonna get, so I'll be facing you at the end of this one. So I step back, I block down, turn and punch. And there's also grappling at, this can be pulling a person's arm across your body and rending their elbow and all sorts of different applications in here. But for now, we're just working on getting the coordination of the movement of our legs and movement of our arms. The top of this is Also really valuable for those medium range weapons. And the idea is that they have stabbed or swung at your legs. And what you're doing is that at the same time as getting your leg out of the way, you're also redirecting their weapon, right? So you can imagine this weapon's coming through at my leg. I remove the target, and this could actually be hitting them on the hand, or if it's more of a Tai Chi style, you might stick to their weapon before you come through and strike with your own. So these are just some notions of the applications of these forms, but remember, mostly this is a yogic art. The forms of Shaolin Kung Fu are this type of yoga. They're teaching you how to coordinate your body and mind. And then if you have a partner to wrestle with, it forms the basis of training you in nonviolent self-defense. So let's do a couple of these because this goes in a row. So start with your left foot forward, at the front of whatever kind of long space you have. And as the left foot steps back, it blocks down. Then I turn and punch. Then the right foot's going to step back and I'll block down, turn and punch. Step back, block down, turn and punch. Step back, block down, turn and punch. You might run out of room at the end. But you could always turn around. So now my right foot's forward. I step back, block, punch, block, punch, block, punch. One more row, turn around, step back, block, punch, block, punch, block, punch. All right, and if you do that staying low enough, or if you worked out yesterday like I did, your thighs should burn at the end of that in a pleasant way. All right, so last thing we gotta do today is tie this together with the end of our form. So in our last episode, we had kick, kick, and kick. From here, this is gonna pull all the way back into that cross stance. I block down and punch. So let's try that together. I'll take this angle. I don't know which one's better for you, so I'll just do the one that comes to mind first. So here we go. We're in our big wrathful posture. We turn the wheel. Left foot comes up. Kick it out. Lift. Hit. Kick. Turn. Thrust. Kick. And now this left leg, hanging leg, swings all the way back. Block it down. Twist and punch. In the form, you'll do this 3 times. I don't know if you have space at home to do that, but you're welcome to try. Let's do this twice more from the kicks. So we're here, and again, if this sequence is new, just do the legs and start to get that aspect. So open, big circle, pull in, kick out, block, block, kick, step, kick, down, and punch. And then you would take 2 more of those on the way back. Last round, here we go. Ready, big circle, kick, block, block, kick, turn, thrust, kick, and all the way down. All right, so if you do this properly, you should stumble around a few times. Like you should be pushing the edge of it. If that pace was easy for you, intermediate people, then you should make sure to start doing this faster. Or you could even start to take this into some target practice. If you don't have a punching bag, you can get a nice telephone pole, just don't kick it too hard. You're using it for the targeting. And so I might even practice just working this spinning back kick to be able to get something. Got something that's target. And then, once I start to get confident that I can aim that kick, get a little bit of power, then I'll start to practice moving into the next move in the form. Oh, missed it that time. I got a little ahead of myself. Here we go. Now that you're watching, and then you would swing back and actually take your form. So this would be the idea of having missed that kick and swinging back gives you the notion of the next move in the form. So that's all the time we have today. Make sure to do your own cool down, stretch a little bit, walk it out for 5 minutes, do some yoga, some Tai Chi, whatever. Get yourself cooled down. But for us, let us Seal the chi with 3 breaths. Here we go. Inhale, connecting earth and heaven. Exhale, wash it through the body and down. 2. And then 3, connect the essence of the earth, the essence of heaven, and imagine it washing around your body like a golden egg of light all the way down past your feet. And finish. Feet together and salute. Disciples position, formal salute. All right, thank you so much. Join us again next week. Same bat time, same bat